Hi, and welcome to our program. Glad you could join us today. And today is, I believe, the last Monday of the month. I don't know where the time is going and where April disappeared. But, of course, the last Monday of the month, we always find out what is coming up at the MacKenzie Art Gallery. And, of course, Christine Sowiak is the communications officer over there and is joining me now. And I hope my mouth works the rest of the interview here, Christine. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me again.
Art in Bloom, I understand, was a huge success a week ago.
It was amazing, actually. It was April 15th through 18th. And for anyone who didn't get down to the gallery, what it was is works of art from the permanent collection were taken over by different floral designers and horticulturalists. And they set up an interpretation of that artwork right next to the painting or sculpture.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, and they used flowers. There was 18 different ones, and they used flowers to recreate the artwork or to make a response to it. And we had gardening seminars and floral design seminars, a luncheon and fashion show, and our annual masked ball on Saturday night, which was fantastic.
And a large crowd, I understand.
Yeah, our attendance was way up all over the whole 3 days of the activity.
All right. So is there a little bit of a lull between now and, I know Bazaart is coming up soon, and, and that's always going to be, of course, that's at the gallery as well. Or is there still a lot going on at the gallery?
Well, it seems like there's a bit of a breathing space before Bazaart in June, which is our 20th anniversary, so it's going to be a big one for Bazaart. But there's still a lot going on at the gallery with education programs and exhibition programs.
All right. There's something coming up called the Crossroads House Confessions. Yeah. What is that?
That is a play being put on by a brand new theater company in town. And they are, of course, called New Lines Theater. And the play began last week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and is running 3 more nights this week. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Is that in the Shumiatra Theater? In
the Shumiatra Theater at the MacKenzie. And the playwright is John Sorrell, who's the writer-in-residence at the Regina Public Library.
Right.
Sharon Dalgleish is director, and a lot of local talent actually are actors and actresses in the play.
All right. And tickets are on sale for that?
You can get tickets for that by calling 522-6017, and they're available at the door. They're $10 and $8. I'm not sure how they break that down. But
okay. Also, the signature reading series starts up May 1st?
The spring session of the signature reading series. We usually host 2 in the fall and 2 in the late spring, early summer in conjunction with the Writers Guild. And this Saturday at 8 o'clock is the launching of Lodestone, which is an anthology of stories by 23 different Regina writers. And 3 of those writers will be reading Saturday night, including Ken Mitchell, Bonnie Bernard, and Brenda Niscala.
All right, and do you have to purchase tickets for that?
No tickets. There is no admission charge for that. And the Writers Guild and Fifth House Publishers, I believe, I'm sorry if I'm wrong on that, are hosting a reception after. So you can meet some of the writers and get them to sign your book.
All right, great relaxing evening out. All right, the Art Sandwiched In programs have been running for a couple of years now, and how are they going?
They're actually going quite wonderfully. This year we've looked at art produced in the 20th century, from the early 20th century with Picasso and Cézanne and that, up to contemporary art going on right now. We only have a couple left, and they run every second Tuesday at 12:10 in the Shumiatra Theater. There's sandwiches there that you can buy for a small price or bring your own brown bag. And on May 4th and May 18th, we have 2 more sessions.
All right. What about the exhibitions that are on right now at the gallery?
Okay, there's 3 major ones right now. One is Richard Kerr Overlapping Entries. That was organized by the MacKenzie Art Gallery. And it's a video installation, which is quite overwhelming. It's videos made by Richard Kerr that have been projected onto the walls of the gallery, so they're as big as a wall. And Richard Kerr should be quite well known. He is an associate professor at the University of Regina in film and video. And that's up until, excuse me,
Goes
until the 30th of May.
All right. Now, the blue and white porcelain of China, has that started already?
It will be up this Wednesday, actually. And it comes from the Art Gallery of Greater Victoria. And it's a fairly large show of 600 years of porcelain production in China. So there's some very historical pieces. And it really combines China's long-standing tradition of porcelain ware and ceramic tradition with the very bold brushstroke style of Chinese painting that is probably quite familiar.
Is it going to be here for quite a while?
It's going to be here until the 7th of June. So it comes down just before Bazaar.
And Renee Daniels and Shirley, I'll let you pronounce that one.
With Sallow.
Okay, and what is that?
It's an exhibition of two different painters who have been working in a similar way and very similar look for a long time. Shirley with Sallow is from Toronto, and Renee Daniels is from Amsterdam. So it was a matter of a curator working for the Art Gallery of York University that noticed a similarity and put the show together. And that's here until the end of May as well.
Okay. Lots of drop-in programs, Family Focus Sunday again in May?
Yes. We have, as always, drop-in programs every Sunday afternoon for families from 2 to 4. And May 9th, Mother's Day, we have a special drop-in program. You can bring Mom in and have tours of the gallery and make artwork together. And
what a great idea. Mums and grandmothers.
Yes, that's it. And they don't have to clean up the mess.
That's even better. Do you have to register for that?
No, it is first come, first serve. We run a program at 2 o'clock and again at 3 o'clock. And there's a limit of 20 families per session.
Okay.
That's all our studios can
get there
hold.
early.
Yes.
Okay. Christine, sounds like a busy month after all, so I thank you very much for coming, and we'll see you at the end of May.
All right. Thank you.
We'll be right back after this break.
For all those people who want a roll of bathroom tissue to last longer, there's Purex Jumbo. With 50% more pillowy soft sheets on every roll, it takes forever to run out.
Whoa. Jesus said, if you live in me, and my word lives in you, you can ask for whatever you will, and it will be granted unto you. That word living in you, this is the Word of God, the food for life, which of course is a TV series available to you every week on this particular channel.
One tree over its lifetime will remove about 40 tons of pollution from the atmosphere and replace it with pure air. Think what millions of trees will do. Help Tree Canada. Call 1-800-563-0202. Trees do their part. Let's do ours.
Makes me want to rob the cradle. Antonio joined General Hospital less than a year ago, and already he's a favorite with the fans.
Antonio on General Hospital weekdays on STV.
And now Glen Scrimshaw is joining me, and Glen has just released a new limited print that he has done, Grey Owl's Cabin. We're going to find out about that, as well as the Friends of Prince Albert National Park. Welcome, Glen. Nice to see you again.
It's nice to be back.
Now, this is a new release that has been put out into limited editions. So there's one original and then the limited prints. Why was this done? It's called Gray Owl's Cabin.
Gray Owl's Cabin, yes. It's the first print in a series, actually, of 5, which I'll tell you about in a moment. And through sales of this print and the rest in the series, we are contributing to Friends of the PA National Park in excess of $50,000 to help them establish a Gray Owl Museum and Gallery in Waskesiu. It's something that I very, very strongly believe in. Like, Gray Owl was a man before his time. He had a message about our environment and that we should be watching what's happening. Back when he was around, people sort of shoved him aside, but now people are realizing that what he said was true.
Many, many years later.
Right. So the Gray Owl Museum and Gallery in Waskesiu is going to, again, promote Gray Owl's message and increase the awareness of his message, and as well display artifacts and things pertaining to his life.
All right, and this is being done by the Friends of PA National Park. Tell us a little bit about that organization.
Okay, the Friends of the PA National Park is a non-profit organization made up strictly of volunteers who their mission is to help promote the awareness of the park, the environment, the programs that the park offers, and so on, within the Prince Albert National Park.
Great. Okay, so they are raising these funds for this specific museum, which they hope to start when?
Actually, they've got a building picked out. It's a matter of money, and they're getting some things together. Through sales of these prints, again, we're hoping to raise some money fairly fast, so they can get more this summer.
All right. Do they already have a lot of artifacts, a lot of pieces that they have collected and they're storing somewhere so that they can put them into this museum?
Yes, they have some, and I believe they're stored in Saskatoon right now. And they're looking actually for people who want to donate things to the museum, or if people would wish to loan them to the museum, like they will put them on display.
That are directly associated with
Gray Owl and his time spent in the PA Park.
Did you do a fair amount of research on Gray Owl himself before you took it upon yourself to paint his cabin?
Yes, I've been actually kicking around the idea and promising to do it for the last couple of years. I read a number of his books and you know, a lot of the history behind him, and learned a lot about him. And I grew up in Big River, which is right next to the PA National Park, so I knew of Gray Owl from a young child. Heard people talk about him, you know, older people that had actually met him and so on. And I don't know, I feel I have a little bit of an association with Gray Owl. I love the outdoors, and I especially love the north, and you know, that's where he was, so I don't know. Maybe I'm the new Gray Owl.
Well, and you also do a lot of paintings of wildlife, don't you?
Yes, wildlife and nature and scenes such as this one.
Okay, well, let's have a look. I'm just going to pull this up here. It's heavy. And tell us a little bit about this cabin. Where is it located?
It's located...
What did you find out about it?
Okay, it's located on Ajuan Lake in the Prince Albert National Park. It's actually about a 20-kilometer walk from Waskesiu into the cabin. That's the only way you can get in there, or by canoe. My wife and I went there January 9th by snowmobile with a couple of the wardens.
Cool.
Yeah, it was actually part of our honeymoon, and it was 35 below. So she loves to tell people that I took her to Gray Owl's cabin instead of Hawaii, but actually she loved it.
Could you actually stay in this cabin?
No, we just went there for the afternoon.
Right.
And I took a number of pictures, then went home and worked from the photos.
Is there anyone living in it?
No, it's you can't even camp there, just visiting only, and there's a campsite a few miles away for people who wish to walk.
So it is protected then?
And they've actually reconstructed a beaver house. The unique thing about Gray Owl's cabin was the beaver house was built right into the wall of the cabin, and the beavers would actually come right into his house, and he studied them. And you know, you hear stories of him